Hello, it's me. So, AI. Well, AI is a funny thing. It's been born and thrown out into the world in what feels like super quick time. It wasn't too long ago that we were being told stories of this new technology, AI. And in recent years, it's really come into its own. It's actually started to become useful. Doing everything from the mundane Google search to helping CEOs like Xbox's and Microsoft's Satya Nadella run his day-to-day business. And yet here, on the left of me, we have this chap, Dr. Hope, who runs a YouTube channel called Sick Notes. And I've seen some of the content, and as far as I can tell, the content is always very factual, backed up by studies. He doesn't go outside of the lane. He's literally just, this is what this condition is, or this is what this thing is, and he just tells you what you need to know in very plain and open terms. He's had an issue recently, and I laugh because of the absurdity of it all. We hear on YouTube that various channels have started to be struck off by YouTube using their AI systems. Just channels that are being deleted. Now, it's difficult sometimes to confirm whether or not these stories are just clickbaity or they are indeed real stories. There is one real story about a gamer channel, I believe, where he's just been effectively deleted. And the story is they're currently trying to get down to why that happened. They're trying to drill down into why that happened. And in this case, this gentleman, Dr. Hope, has found that AI is, frankly, telling porkies. So let's have a listen, shall we?
Channel, my name's Ed, resident doctor in the UK, and this may seem like a shock to many of you watching, but it's probably best just to read this from Google. Dr. Ed Hope faced scrutiny and suspension by the Medical Council in mid-2025 for his involvement with a company selling sick notes, a practice seen...
Now, just very quickly, it must be stated that if you look on the screen there, it says AI overview. So what we have here is AI trawls the internet, finds out a bunch of information and gives the most current, or should give the most current and balanced set of details that are most pertinent to any given search.
As potentially exploiting the system for profit, leading to controversy and professional action against him for cashing in on patient needs, despite his prior online popularity for medical content. Suspension in 2025, Dr. Ed Hope was suspended by the Medical Council, likely the GMC in the UK. This came after he gained popularity as an NHS doctor and reality TV personality known for his Dr. Hope Sick Notes channel, where he'd break down medical scenes in media. As I said, this may come as a big shock to many of you watching, and to be honest, it's an even bigger shock to me because none of this is true. And I don't mean some of this is contentious or I'm defending my position. This is Google AI completely making up false stories about me and sort of publicly stating that I've been suspended. And this is just about the most serious...
So I urge you to pop over to Dr. Hope's Sick Notes channel on YouTube and watch this. As I say, I think it's a great channel. He's very factual, and that's what you want. So let's be clear. This is a doctor. He spent a large proportion of his life working to become a doctor. And he set up a YouTube channel to help people on top of being a doctor. And so AI has decided, when it's had a look over the internet, that he's been struck off. So somewhere you would imagine that there's information that Dr. Hope has been struck off. And he doesn't know anything about it. So if there is information that Dr. Hope has been struck off on the internet, he needs to find it and find out who the author of that information was and deal with it. But here's the thing. If AI is indeed just supposed to give you details that are extant on the internet, and that information isn't extant, doesn't exist on the internet, then frankly, what the fuck is AI doing? I saw a couple of stories about TikTokers yesterday, and I don't know if this is related, but there are women on TikTok, and I don't know why the videos are just women at this point. Maybe women use TikTok more than men. But these women are reacting to the fact that they've produced TikTok videos, which are a few minutes long, I believe, where they're talking about things. Makeup, cooking, making the bed. I'm joking, for God's sakes, I'm joking. They could be talking about anything, things that interest them in their lives, whatever it might be. And yet when they've gone to review their video before publishing the video, I think this is how it works. This is what I understood from the videos that I saw. TikTok appears to be replacing their talking videos with just these random moments of, I want to say silence because they're not talking, but they're just kind of on the screen, not talking, but sort of just moving their heads around and messing with their hair, strange expressions on their face. There's this one lady who just seems to look down and kind of frown, and she's protesting, saying that I should be talking here. I should be talking, and yet there's no talking going on. Another lady just seems to be staring off distantly to her bottom right. And she's also saying, I should be talking here. I recorded a talking video. And it appears that in actual fact, some kind of AI tool is, without their consent or knowledge, intercutting these moments of silence in their videos, or replacing their talking videos with these just odd moments of silence. TikTok is a Chinese company, and the world is a bit of a weird place right now, geopolitically. And technologically, you could say much the same thing. The world is a weird place. So what if these instances are related? What if there's a power out there that is starting to mess with AI in the West? What if, I don't know, maybe the Chinese government potentially is using AI as an intelligence tool, as a weapon of technological warfare, and what we're seeing now is the start of that. You know me here. I'm not one to shy away from speculation on the intelligence services. I think that it's everywhere, and much to our detriment as citizens of the world. But intelligence sees itself as being of use everywhere in order to look after its host country's interests. And so you would naturally assume if China wanted to destabilize the West, well, why wouldn't it use AI? Why wouldn't it start, shenanigans? Why wouldn't it test this theory in the real world? I've got a sneaking suspicion there may be some interference, because there is no reason for, if AI is acting correctly at least, Dr. Hope to appear as struck off in a search via Google. Either the information is out there and Dr. Hope doesn't know about it, or the AI is making it up. And if Google AI is making this up, we have a serious problem, potentially more serious than technological interference by China. So, AI good or AI bad? Do let me know in the comments below. And until next time, this is me signing off. Do look after yourselves.